Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to work on semi-hermetic type AC compressor. AC compressor has low insulation and overload trip. In this video I will show you how to check insulation of 3-phase winding and extraction of stator and rotor. So let's get started. First, turn off the main breaker for the AC compressor. And pull out the fuses for control circuit. Now, electrical power circuit and control circuit is isolated, so we can check motor insulation. So guys, let's check motor winding insulation. I have already removed terminal protection box of AC compressor. Guys, we will use 500 volt DC measure to check and verify the condition of windings. For checking motor winding insulation, first connect negative lead to body and positive lead to terminal. You can see in video, this type of compressor is a 6 lead part winding start. So we have a 2 winding, primary winding and secondary winding. So first we will check the primary winding insulation, which is showing 500 Megaohms. But secondary winding insulation is showing 1 Megaohm. So the primary winding insulation is good, but secondary winding insulation is very low, which is 1 Megaohm. That is not acceptable and we cannot run this compressor. In this case, we have to check the condition of rotor and stator winding. And also we'll open the compressor side to check the condition of Conrod assembly. Guys, now for taking out the rotor and the stator, we have to close the condenser outlet valve, then close suction valve, then close discharge valve. Now depressurize the AC compressor. Make sure AC compressor is depressurized by checking pressure gauges. Guys, I have already isolated suction valve, discharge valve, and also I drain the oil from the sump. Guys, for taking out the stator, we have to disconnect the windings from the terminal box. So guys, we are all set to open the motor side and the compressor side end cover. So first we will open the motor side end cover, then we will open the crankcase side end cover. Guys, now we are all set to open AC compressor motor side end cover. Unscrew all bolts from the motor side and take it out. While removing end cover, be careful with the gasket. Do not damage gasket. Now motor side end cover is open. Now let's open crankcase side end cover. Now disconnect all pressure gauge connections. The small end cover of the crankcase side has got a spring, so while dismantling, care needs to be taken. After taking out this cover carefully, the lock plate for the crankshaft needs to be dismantled. Use Allen key to open the Allen bolts and slowly remove the lock plate for the crankshaft. Now unscrew all bolts for the crankcase side end cover and take it out. And check the condition of bush inside the end cover. Guys, check for any scratch or any damage into the bush, and also check the crankcase shaft assembly. Simply by you can manually rotate the rotor and check the condition of the control assembly and piston. Okay, now for taking out rotor, we have to unlock this locking washer. Use minus screwdriver to unlock the locking washer. Okay, now guys, coming back to motor side, use ratchet spanner to unlock the lock washer and take out the securing bolt of the rotor with washer. You can see in video there is a washer with locking. Okay, we have taken it out. Now guys, slowly pull out the rotor with the long nose plier. While pulling out rotor, care needs to be taken. Slowly take it out and secure it. Now guys, take out the shaft locking key and let's do the inspection of stator winding and check for any burn marks or damage. Okay, now after inspection we found the stator winding is burned and burn marks also found on the rotor. Guys, before taking out the stator winding from the motor housing, first put it back the crankcase side and cover and screw all bolts and tighten it well. Then take out the stator locking bolts situated on the top of the motor housing. Guys, we have fabricated special tool for extracting the stator. Also, we have fabricated one rubber gasket to prevent any damage to the stator. Now fit the tool on the stator and tighten it well. Make sure and carefully tighten the tool equally from the both sides. Okay guys, now fit the bearing puller onto the stator extracting tool. Carefully tighten the bearing puller and extract the stator. In video you can see the stator is very smoothly coming out. As the stator comes out, loosen the stator extracting tool and fit it further onto the stator and slowly tighten the bearing puller. While taking out the stator winding, care needs to be taken. Now guys, we have extract the stator winding from the housing and we can send it for the rewinding. Guys, thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubt or question, please comment below.